Here is our final product of our praline walnut apple pumpkin bread. Continue to watch the video for further instructions. Okay, the next step in our pumpkin apple bread is the apple. What we have here is a Fuji and Honeycrisp hybrid called the Evercrisp. It has an amazing structure. It's just the right amount of sweet with just a little bit tart. Honestly, one of the best apples I've ever eaten. So what we've got to do is we've got them diced up. I'm going to be tossing them in our pan here in a little bit with just a little bit of cinnamon, nutmeg, and some of my homemade apple seasoning that I have made from the dried out apple peels. Okay, the light on my camera went dead. So what we got here is our apples, some butter, cinnamon, and allspice. I want them to have a very distinct taste, so I add a little bit extra ingredients so it pops in the pumpkin bread. I'm going to warm this up and start cooking it down. In the meantime, I'm going to charge my camera. Okay, we are getting ready to make our pumpkin bread. Right now I've mixed the dry ingredients together. I've got a half teaspoon of baking soda, half teaspoon of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, a teaspoon of cloves, and a teaspoon of ginger. I'm going to go ahead and mix these together right now while my 3 eggs that I'm going to use are coming to room temperature, and I will have more to come. One thing I did forget to mention, I'm not using all-purpose flour, of which you can. That's not a problem at all, but I happen to have bread flour, so I'm going to use that, and I had 2 cups of bread flour that I threw in here as well. Okay, I've got them blended well together. While I was blending it, I went ahead and threw a cup and a half of just regular granulated sugar in there. Okay, so we've added 1 cup of avocado oil. You can use canola, you can use vegetable, you can use extra virgin if you would like, but I just happen to have the avocado oil, so I threw it on there. I like the taste. Again, you can see the apples and the puree in there as well. Pumpkin puree, that is. Okay, we've added a few more apples. We've got our 3 eggs in there at room temperature, and as you can see, we've got our pralined walnuts in there. No, they're not burnt. That is a dark brown sugar that I have used with it. Okay, we have got our cake dough in the pans. I divided it out evenly. We're going to be putting it in the oven for about 350 for about 20 minutes. Here's the inside of our bread. Look at that beautiful yumminess. Oh, it tastes so good.